Hands up. Can, um, can you close that door, please? Thank you. Welcome to the Hop House Community AA meeting. And let's start with a moment of silence followed by the serenity prayer. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things that I cannot change, the courage to change the things that I can, and wisdom to know the difference. Are there any newcomers? Any announcements? Is anyone opposed to vaping? Who you see here, what you hear here, let it stay here. Here. Please keep profanity to a minimum for our spiritual principles. And the donation basket will be going to be passed around to keep up our service traditions. Contributions will cover rent, utilities, and coffee. And before we begin, we want to remind everyone that this meeting is being streamed live. To honor the traditions of anonymity, the camera will only focus on the podium. If you choose to share, you may stand at the podium on camera or off to the side if you prefer to remain off camera. Please remember to use only first names when introducing yourself. By participating in this meeting, you acknowledge that while we do our best to protect anonymity, we cannot control who may be watching the live stream. If you are not comfortable with this, we completely understand, and we encourage you to share in a way that feels safe to you. Thank you for your understanding and for your respecting the traditions that keep our fellowship strong. This is the AA preamble. Alcoholics Anonymous is a fellowship of men and women who share their experience, strength, and hope with each other that may solve their common problem and help others to recover from alcoholism. The only requirement for membership is this desire to stop drinking. There are no dues or fees for AA membership. We are self-supporting through our own contributions. AA is not allied with any sect, denomination, politic, organization, or institution. Does not wish to engage in any controversy, neither endorses nor opposes any causes. Our primary purpose is to stay sober and to help other alcoholics to achieve sobriety. And now, I have asked one to read how it works.
Are not at fault. They seem to have been born that way. We are naturally capable of grasping and developing a manner of living with immense rigorous honesty. Their chances are less than average. There are those too who suffer from grave emotional and mental disorders, but many of them do recover if they have the capacity to be honest. Our stories disclose in general ways what we used to be like, what happened, and what we are like now. If you decide you want what we have and are willing to go to any length to get it, then you are ready to take certain steps. At some of these revolts, we thought we could find an easier, softer way, but we could not. With all of the earnestness of our command, we beg you to be fearless, thorough from the very start. Some of us tried to hold on to our old ideas, and the result was nil until we let go absolutely. Remember that we deal with alcohol, cunning, baffling, powerful. Without it, help it is too much for us. But there's one who has all power, that is one God. May you find him now. Half measures of oil us nothing. We stood at the turning point. We asked his protection until we abandoned. Here are the steps we took, which is suggested as a program to recover. We admitted we were powerless over alcohol, that our lives had become unmanageable. Came to a power greater than ourselves to restore us to sanity. Made a decision to turn our will and our lives over to the care of God, and we understood Him. Made a searching and fearless more in inventory of ourselves. Committed to God, to ourselves, is the only human thing that exactly to wrong. We're entirely ready to have God remove all these defects and failures. We humbly ask Him to remove our shortcomings. May the list of all persons be harmed and become willing to make amends to all of them. May we recommend to such people whatever possible, except when to do so would injure them or others. Continue to take personal inventory, and when we were wrong, promptly committed. Sought through prayer and meditation improve our conscious contact with God, as we understood Him, praying only for knowledge of His will for us and the power to carry that out. Having a spiritual awakening as a result of these steps, and tried to carry this message to alcoholics and to practice these principles in all our affairs. Many of us exclaimed, "What is order? I can't go through it." Do not be discouraged. No one among us has been able to maintain anything like perfect adherence to these principles. We are not saints. The point is that we are willing to go along spiritual lines. The principles we have set down are guides to progress. We explain spiritual progress rather than spiritual perfection. Our description of the alcoholic, the chapter to agnostic, and our people adventure before and after made clear three pertinent ideas. A, that we were alcoholics but could not manage our lives. B, that probably no human power could reduce our alcoholism. And C, that God could and would reduce us all.
Now I have asked someone to read the 12 traditions.
My name is Ronnie Manatic. 12 Traditions, Alcoholics Anonymous. Our common welfare should come first. Personal recovery depends upon AA unity. For our group purposes, there is but one ultimate authority, a loving God, as He may express Himself in our group conscience. Our leaders are but trusted servants. They do not govern. Number 3, the only requirements for AA membership is a desire to stop drinking. Number 4, each group should be autonomous except in matters affecting other groups or AA as a whole. Number 5, each group has but one primary purpose: to carry its message to the alcoholic who still suffers. Number 6, an AA group ought never endorse, finance, or lend the AA name to any related facility or outside enterprise. Least problems of money, property, and prestige divert us from our primary purpose. Number 7, every AA group ought to be fully self-supporting, declining outside contributions. Number 8, Alcoholics Anonymous should remain forever non-professional, but our service centers may employ special workers. Number 9, AA as such ought never be organized, but we may create service boards or committees directly responsible to those they serve. Number 10, Alcoholics Anonymous has no opinion on outside issues. Hence, the AA name ought never be drawn into public controversy. Number 11, our public relations policy is based on attraction rather than promotion. We need always remain personal anonymity at the level of press, radio, and beyond. Number 12, anonymity is a spiritual foundation of all our traditions, ever reminding us to place principles before personality.
Thank you, Ronnie. All right, fellas. Tonight is birthday night, and we're going to talk about experience, strength, and hope. And we're gonna start from the whoever got multiple years, we're gonna work ourselves down to the one that got
Can you say
one
that?
day.
Can you say that again?
Tonight is birthday night.
What's that?
Birthday night.
Birthday night.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And going some people come up and talk from multiple years to 1 month, 1 day, 1 hour, just to show the experience, strength, and hope.
Okay.
And now I have a guy. He has multiple years, I think 10 years, and his name is Wally Saxon. Please come up,
All right,
Rob.
Wally.
I told him I would speak, man. He had asked me, and we'll tell y'all something that I experienced, man, at a young age. And I received 3 40-year sentences, man. They were stacked at first. With the grace of God, the judge told me that I had the sentence to that type of time for the type of crime that you committed. And the judge told me I was a threat to society. And he said that I'm gonna have to sentence you to this 120 years for a reason. And he said, but I'm gonna run it concurrent. And when he said that, my heart got lifted, man. But I'm gonna tell y'all a little bit about my past, how it happened. Then I'm gonna go into the details of how I recovered, you hear me? And stayed in recovery. In 1990, I was 20 years old. I was gifted, man. And when I mean tell you I was gifted, I was I had got mastermind in car theft and burglarizing at a young age by myself. And I choose to do it by myself because I say if anything happened, I don't want nobody telling me but myself. And I choose to go out big. And the crime that I committed, I say I'm gonna either get a life sentence or life without parole. I'm gonna go out like that, and that's how I choose to live. And at the time I was on alcohol, and my experience was I went to New York with a classmate of mine named Mendez, and he took me to New York, and he knew the thing what I was doing, you know, taking care of, you know, my responsibilities at a young age, and you know I had dropped out of school and everything, and he found out what I was really doing, and he took me to New York. And when I experienced the life in New York, the lifestyle, how they live, and how the ghettos is down there was totally different from the ghettos in Texas. And he had asked me, he said, man, whatever you do, don't commit no crime in New York while we here. We just gonna party. I'm gonna pay for everything, and he paid for everything. And man, I went to these parties, man, and I met these young rappers. I met all sorts of people, man. But these people was in a lifestyle of getting money the wrong way. And I'm sitting back just looking at all this shit. And I'm from Texas, and it amazes me. And I just took that in and put it in my mind, man, I'm gonna go really just get really out there. When I get back to Texas, I'm gonna really get out there. And because I'm looking at all these youngsters, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, on up, man. From 13 years old, got money, got guns, they got all this here. And I say, when I got back home from that, I said to myself that I wasn't gonna do it. But I got hooked on some drugs, some powerful cocaine, and I started smoking it out of a pipe. And it was my first time, man. And my friend said, Mendez, he come to me. He said, I got a proposition for you. I'm gonna help you get on your feet, but you're gonna have to work for my father. And his parents and everything, they was lawyer, man. They was rich. And they had a lot, man. They owned a lot of business, man. And at the time, man, back then in 1990, it wasn't like it is now. It was totally different. But anyway, he come to me and he say, I know what you do, man. I know you burglarize, and I know you're a car thief. And he say, I'm gonna give you this list. He give me a list of cars. And he give me some cash money. And the cash money was $70,000. And I looked at that money, man, and at a young age, man, I said, well, I went to my dad and I told him, I said, Dad, I got 70 grand. My dad said, well, give me 50 and you take 20. So he paid off the house and everything, the land, and I took the 20. So I'm out there on this cocaine bad, man. So at first they give me 25 cars to go get. And I had to get them brand new. So I went and bought me a record truck. And I started snatching these cars off the car lots, man. They're high performance. Back in the day, I don't know if you youngsters know mine, they had cars called IROC Z's and Trans Ams, you know, but all these cars were high performance, man. Corvettes and things. And they weren't like the high performance what they use now, but they were still high performance in school, you know it. And but they had T-tops and stuff. T-tops were very valuable back then, man. And the grill of a Cadillac and all that was the whole Cadillac, it was valuable. All these cars were valuable, man. Everything on the car, the tires, the rims, the inside, all that. And so I got that list for him. And it took me one night, man. It took me 4 hours. I got 25 cars. I went to the Chevrolet house, the Dodge house, and I went to the Mitsubishi house. All the cars what they had on there. And I did that. Then they give me a big list. And they said, man, we need 75 cars. And little bit that I know, and I knew it all the time. I was doing it from 87. I started in 87, 88, and 89. I've been paying attention. I went 87, 88, 89. I went 17, 18, and 19. And I got out the game, but I got back in it when I was 20. But anyway, everything was going fine, man. And I ran these cars, man, for a good 6 months straight, man. And the same detective that got me from 1, 2, 17, 18, 19, he was still on the force. And that some gun looked at his file and he picked me out of all these pictures on his wall. He picked me. He said, I need to investigate this body section over here in the alley. I grew up in the hard part of Lufkin, man, on the north side. And I didn't know that he was investigating me, man. The man stayed up all night following me, man. He would let me get cars. He would let me get cars and stuff. He watching me, man. And all of a sudden, he said, I'm gonna shut him down. He watched me for 2 months. Then went to an 8-month stretch. And when he shut me down, we had to go on a high-speed chase. I was in a Corvette, and I had on the record truck. And I had lost this narcotic agency with this record truck and this Corvette on the back. I lost him in traffic. I was coming out of Dallas, Texas. And I didn't know they had followed me to Dallas, Texas. And I was bringing the Corvette out of Dallas, Texas. And that Corvette valued me, man, $8 grand, man, for that Corvette. That was back in 1990. And you can imagine what if the Corvettes, what they got now, what I would get. But at the time, that $8,000, it was a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? At a young age, it was a lot of money. I generated a lot of money, man. But anyway, I got away and I dropped that vet. And I got out of the vet. And my game was using these, they call dealer tags. They remember the red and white dealer tag? I used to run these red and white dealer tags, man. I used to take the tags off. This car ain't got no tags. It's got tags on it, but I took the tags off and I'm running this red and white dealer tag. And back in the day, right now, they don't have them red and white dealer tags no more. They took them off the market because of the cartel. Because this red and white tag, man, you can drive it anywhere. The laws ain't gonna pull you over or nothing, man. I'm talking about you can ride. I'm talking about for years and years, man. With a red dealer tag. All you do is just he watching your date on your dealer tag. It's a date, and I used to always put my date in pencil. You know what I'm saying? So I can erase the date. You know, when it run out, I put another date on it, and that's how they used to let us roll back then. And so when I got in that vet, I come into Lufkin. When I got into Lufkin, man, they had helicopters and everything, man. I said, God, I had over $6,000 worth of drugs, cocaine on me. I had some pills, and my pipe was loaded, man. My pipe was so white, snow white, man, it was beautiful. But anyway, I'm high. I'm full of them drink, and I always drink liquor when I'm crying, you know what I'm saying? And I'm drinking this back then it was called I was drinking some I forgot the name of the liquor, but anyway, it was the old liquor what old folks drink. But I was on that and that cocaine, man, and it had me drilling them so much. See, I fear no evil. That was the game that I was in. I fear no evil. Whether I get shot, I get shot. You know what I'm saying? If I hurt anybody, I'm not thinking about hurting nobody. I don't want to hurt nobody. But at the time, when I had to go on a high-speed chase, I'm trying to get away because I had 30 grand in the back of the trunk of this Vic, and I got all this money on the inside with me, over 6 grand, all this dope and everything. I'm doing it. I'm doing it, and I went on a high-speed chase, man, and they chased me from I don't know if y'all heard of this country town. I took them from Lufkin. I took them all the way to Jasper, Texas. And I turn around at Jasper. I'm coming the back way. I'm trying to, if I get back on the 69 will take you back into Lufkin. You know what I'm saying? But I took from Nacogdoches, I went through Nacogdoches, hit Highway 7. All these here was country town like Dukes of Hazzard roads, man. I'm talking about, I got this vet moaning. And back then I knew that the law gonna shut down. He gonna shut down the SUVs and all of them. They gonna shut down at 125. You know what I'm saying? And the car gonna shut down at 110. So I'm running this vet past 130 and plus. You know what I'm saying? I'm in and out of traffic. I'm out in the middle lane. I'm taking every lane that I can. I'm gonna take it this side, doing all that, man. And so when they caught up with me, the only reason why they caught up with me, because I got back to Lufkin, the chase come all the way around back to Lufkin. When I was coming down Regate Street, this long stretch, I looked up, my light turned red, man. And I was about from here to right there where that post at, man. My light turned red. And I was so high, man, and I kept going. And man, I smashed into these old folks, man. And I hit the Cadillac. They was in a nice Cadillac, old school Cadillac, man. And I hit them. When they came like this, I turned. When I looked, I couldn't slow this vet down, man. Bam, the impact. I was so high on the cocaine, I don't even know that my nose broke. I'm bleeding and everything. I don't know this time. So when the car spin around and stuff, they went that way, and I'm spinning around, and when the car shut down, this how strong the cocaine was. I got out the car. Only thing I grabbed was my straight shooting lighter. Left everything. And I went in these woods, and I was in the tree. And I stayed in the tree for 2 hours before they found me. And the dogs found me. The dogs tracked me. And the dog, I looked down, the dog come straight to the tree, man. Come straight to where I was by my footsteps. And so when the dog stopped, I just started smoking. Up there, I just went on, started smoking. I'm getting more high. And the laws came and they looked up there and they got me. I come on down and they got me. And that same detective walked up to me. He said, well, just take a look around. He said, cause you ain't gonna come back to nothing. He said, you're gonna be gone for a long time. He said, I knew I was gonna shut you down, and I knew it was you. And I asked him, man, how did you know it was me? He said, Wiley, the neighborhood you come out of, when you split, departed from the group, the gang member that you was hanging with, I split it, departed from it and went on my own. He said, we knew right then that it was you doing all this car thieving and doing all this burglarizing. Because I used to crash burglary too. I was crash burglarizing and stealing cars. But anyway, when they got me, man, I was in jail, and my daddy paid this lawyer, and the lawyer ended up getting that stack sentence off of me. But I got sentenced 340 years. I had 2 burglars over building, and I had one unauthorized use of a motor vehicle. But it was all aggravated. They treated it aggravated, and they dropped the organized crime on me because I was by myself. And the organized crime, then the man told me that it had to be one or more, but it was just me doing all the crime. And but anyway, I got sentenced, man, and I was so glad that they ranked him concurrent. And my partner, man, my classmate, he ended up with 85 years, 385 years sentence on some more charges. But they had the chop shop and everything. I was running it too. They shut the chop shop down and everything. And back then, they had so many chop shops I was running cars out of, but I was running cars through Mendez and them chop shops. And when I got sentenced, I went to prison. I did a lot of time. And while I was in there, I took up everything that they require in prison. I took all the classes. And when I got the certificates of all the classes, this time I was blessed, man. I'm just gonna sum it up. I decided before I got out of prison, if I can ever get out here again, because a lot of halfway houses denied me because of my past history. And this guy told me they had a life sentence. He said, I'm not getting out, but I'm gonna tell you where to go. He said, go to San Angelo, call Chris Hopper, and he'll get you out, man. I see that you're back here. I was in the cell, man. And I was back there and I started crying, man, because I had got turned down by 50 halfway houses. And I said, well, man, look like I'm gonna be in here, man, for another 5 years and try to find a place to go, somebody to accept me. And he said, man, Chris Hopper accept you. And when he told me that, I called Chris Hopper, man. And Chris Hopper accepted me. And I told him on the phone, if he accept me, that I would do right, man. I would live by the rules and regulations, and I would do right. And having a 40-year sentence, man, is more than recovery. And I tell y'all guys, man, y'all in recovery and you're strong men and you can do it, man. When talking about recovery, you have to be serious with it, man. And you have to look at your life. You hear me? And everybody in here, we're a child of God. And you have to rely on faith, man. You have to rely on faith. After all I done and did and everything, I put it behind me. It's in the past. I lost a lot. I can't get it back. It's material things. I took from other people. That was the payback. It's when you do wrong and wrong come to you, it's the payback. So I choose to do right. And I choose to tell other people. And I'm praying that y'all do right, man. And that you lift your head up. Y'all my brothers in here. I feel homeless, man. I'm homeless. I'm right here. I'm here for a come up. To get out of the homeless stage. To stay in my recovery. Staying in my recovery, I should rise. But I have to stay straight. Drugs and alcohol, it changes the mind, your thinking ability. It changes. When you're off drugs and everything, you're in good health. You ain't spending no money. You saving money. Just look at everything what y'all did in life and how you failed and how it just gone. Whether you was in a marriage or whatever, it's still the same, man. It's still the same because you taking a loss. And now you're in recovery to receive a gain. It's the rise. It's the rise. It's to respect these leaders, what Chris Hopper got here at the halfway house. They on the rise, man. We all knowledgeable. And when they tell you something, listen. They only telling you right. But you have to put in work, man. You have to put in work. In order to get on your feet, you have to put in work. Stay in recovery. Stay off of drugs and alcohol. It's just one saying, no. Not to yes, no. Because you know the consequences. You know the jailhouse and the courthouse, they gonna open up on Mondays. The jailhouse open up every day. The courthouse open up every day, as long as you in that jailhouse. Every year they have a new law. The liquor stores is here for a reason. It's for people money. They design everything for a reason, and it's all behind money. Anything that you buying is behind money. The liquor stores, they're not going to shut these liquor stores down, because if they shut the liquor stores down, they shut down the jailhouse. They shut down these recovery centers. But mankind not going to do that, because these liquor stores keep the system going. It keeps it going each year, since the beginning to the end. But I myself have accepted Christ. And when you accept Christ, you're a changed person. And you use your decision off of what you think Jesus would tell you. I mean, what Jesus told you, you take that and tell other people and walk in that way. When you come back on the rise, your family be proud. Other people be proud. Other people strive off of people who made the downfall. I strive off of everybody in here, the downfall. And when I see you come up, we all come up together. But we put in hard work. We in recovery. That's what it's for. That's what it's for. I don't think there's now leader here that would tell you anything wrong, man. But you have to make that choice. It's only you. It's only you. God got us here for a reason. God is a loving God. He's a loving God. You only kill your body. God hasn't talked to mankind. God just see what mankind doing on the earth. Because when God comes, God gonna destroy the whole earth. And we all gonna live in a paradise earth. He gonna give everybody a chance to live again. Some of y'all don't know that. God gonna destroy this whole earth when he comes. But at the time, he gave mankind from the beginning until his end. You choose to live your life the way you did here on earth, but you're not going to live that life in heaven. You're not going to live the way you do on earth. You're not going to live it in heaven. It's going to be a better life. That's what God promised. All of us. But while we're down here on earth, God wants the whole earth to come together under one nation, under his lordship name. Under one nation in his lordship name. He's looking at the whole earth. The decision God wants us to make is the right decision because he's a righteous God. He never fell short of his glory. Mankind fell short of the glory. Mankind is us. So just imagine how God feels watching the whole earth. Watching how they kill people. Watch how they rob from people. Mankind made all these rules and regulations down here on this earth. If the whole earth would come together to an understanding of being totally religious, to just stop, because everybody know if you can hear and talk, everybody know that if we put our signs and say, let's stop stealing, let's shut the liquor stores down. But mankind ain't talking about that. They not talking about that. The White House ain't talking about that in Texas. They passing all these laws, doing all this other stuff. And they know, when you see a sign, they say, do not steal. Guess what mankind doing? Stealing. Signs say, do not drink alcohol or do not use drugs. Guess what mankind doing? Using alcohol and drinking, smoking drugs, doing drugs. Signs say pills kills human beings, which is mankind. Guess what mankind doing? Taking drugs, prescriptions, what they don't supposed to be taking. Then they come back when serious breakdown, when the body comes to the health part, get in the hospital, and the doctor say, well, you got cancer. Well, you got sugar. But this man just had a heart attack by using drugs and alcohol. It caused a sickness. And guess who they rely on to heal them? God. I don't want to be in that situation of having cancer, sugar, a heart attack. I don't want to go out like that. So I just made a decision to change. To put all the old things away and put on a new body. Put on a new mind, new way of thinking, and to be honest, respectful, and to touch many lives that I can while I'm living by speaking. Putting my action to work. If you just stay humble and tell yourself that you're going to reach out and reach your goal and you're going to rise, just do it. Just do it. Because I see everybody here on the rise. I don't see nobody staying down or breaking down. I see you on the rise. And just remember this here. Our mama and daddy and them used to always tell us. They used to tell us to do the right thing. When we got grown, guess what? Who used to choose to do the wrong thing? We did. You see how when we come from a little child, how bad we weren't really bad. Because the old man, where I come from, they had stitching cards. They had bull whips. Y'all forgot about that? My old man used to whip me with a bull whip. He said, I told my mama, I want a stitching card. I want that bull whip. I used to go run and put 3 pair of pants on. That bull whip still come through them 3 pair of pants. Yeah? Guess what I had? Marks. Guess what I used to heal myself? Doctor had to tell me, my mama did. Vaseline. it healed every soul that my daddy gave me. Them stripes that he gave me with that bull whip, Vaseline healed it. But man, I just want to tell y'all, share that with y'all and everything, man. And I want y'all to just, you know, take the time out and take your life serious. And everything here at this Hopper House has been good to us, y'all. And we have to respect that, y'all. And just look at yourself, man. Follow the rules and regulations. Y'all can do it. Y'all can do it. Just say no, man. When it comes to alcohol and drugs, y'all help one another, man. And when you get on your feet, man, you can always be able to go out and talk and tell other people, man. Because y'all word, what y'all said here is inspiring to me, man. And I strive off of it. But I want to see us all come to the top, y'all. Come back on our feet, man. Get back on our feet, get back on our own, get back out there and be able to communicate with our families and loved ones who will be proud when you do that. And when you're doing the right thing, it's all beneficial. The Bible says it's beneficial for teaching, reproof, and setting things straight. And that's what you need to thrive on for. I ask y'all one thing. Don't make a decision in doing alcohol or doing any drugs and doing any crime. Just stay away from that, man. Because if you don't, at your age that you're living now and you receive a 40-year sentence, you're gonna just look at me. Just imagine if everybody here had 40 years right now today. Look at the age bracket, what you're gonna do when you get off parole. I'm 56 years old, y'all, and I'm finna get off parole in 4 more years.
All right.
I have 40 flat done. I had the 40 done, yeah. I come a long way, but I'm still going. I'm coming a long way, but I'm still going. But I did this to myself, y'all. And I'm not proud, but I tell y'all that it's a good God. And we all have good hearts, man. And I see everybody in here, man, is on the rise. Not a downfall, on a rise. And I pray, man, that y'all just keep your head up and stay in recovery, take it seriously, and do what you have to do, man. God bless y'all. And I'm glad to meet y'all. I'm glad to be here. And I hope that I said something, man, that's touching to y'all. And that y'all be, you know, just keep your mind uplifted, man. Just keep your mind uplifted and stay strong, man. Just stay strong. Thank y'all.
Wally, good story, Wally. Thank you very much. We got time for maybe 2 short, more stories. Anybody have between 5 years to a year that wanted to share their story real quick? You want to share your story, Antonio? You got like maybe 5 minutes. Just real quick. Well, do you experience strength and hope?
Okay, experience, strength, and hope. Okay, so when it comes to experience, I've experienced a lot in my life, from LA to New York City and around the world. I'm from Long Beach, California. I've lived in Texas for about 7, 8, 9, 10 years maybe. And then I lived in New York City as a child. I've moved around the country, military services, church as well. I'll tell you like this, strength comes from the mind, body, soul, and spirit. It takes courage, it takes heart, it takes spirit, and it takes not just that, your soul and your mind from God and Jesus. I'll tell you like this, my experience with drugs was terrible, alcohol even worse. I had to change my ways, and that meant absolutely staying away from it. I've been clean since 2019 of heavy use, meaning walking into the liquor stores or going to the weekend house or, you know, anything. You name it, I've done it. Growing up in LA, it was very tough. My father passed away when I was the age of 7, and my brother was only 2, or I was about 7, 8. My brother was about 2. It was very tough for my mother. So I grew up in orphanages, correctional facilities, just moving through LA, trying to make it. Back in the 90s of LA, it was very dangerous to live in downtown or anything outside of it. The murder capital at one point, and it wasn't fun. With my friends, yeah, my cousins and family, but then I was blessed by God, and God guided me at the age of 12 to move here to Texas with my mother and my brother. And luckily, I was able to sign in high school with a college, and not just that, sign the military services I've served for. I'm a veteran now, 34. I was Army Reserve at 16, enlisted at 18, went to the age of 34. I'm now 35 with honor. And not just that, I grew up in the church. I'm Catholic, Roman Catholic, and I believe in baptism or Baptist and or Methodist or the other studies of the West Texas region of church or religion. I grew up, and finally, when I did graduate high school, I moved to New York City and went to college. And I also signed 549 Battalion, Siena College of the military services I've mentioned. And in college, I was making poor choices, partying, sleeping with heavy women, you know, meaning of extra, not being married, wedlock, or making babies when I'm not actually married to the woman or women. And the thing is, it took me a prison sentence. It took me straight to prison, selling drugs, drinking alcohol, robbing people, you know, doing stupid things that were not proper, you know. And it's not just that. What I would say is jealousy, envious, and greediest, you know, being greedy with money, not caring about the next soul. It finally, you know, sat in when I'm sitting on Rikers Island of New York City and not having fun. And it was an experience, and I would never want to go back to it. I stayed out of trouble for about, you know, from the age of when I got out of the penitentiary, or what I say is the military penitentiary. I got out at the age of 20, 21, and came back to Texas, was out of trouble for a while, but was still using alcohol, very heavy. I would tell you, you know, walk in the liquor store, buy 40 ounces every 4 or 5 hours and drink and smoke pot, and, you know, thought it was okay. No. It led me to an aggravated assault with a deadly weapon on an officer, and it got me another sentence. You know, so I served my sentence, and now I'm here on parole. I'm 1 year and 11 months away from discharge, and I do plan on staying here until I discharge. From here, I'm moving back to Lubbock, Texas, to a piece of property that I do own and have housing for. I just, like I mentioned, I've been accepted to Howard College this fall. And I will be doing certified nursing. When I do finish, I do plan on going to Lubbock and working at Lubbock's UMC Hospital District and attending Texas Tech again. I went to Texas Tech in high school. And, you know, it takes a lot. It takes an experience. You have to live and learn yourself. You get pushed down, you get back up, you know. That's the worst thing about failing or falling is being on your back. But the best part is you can get back up, you know. So just take my word as a message from God. I'm an example. I do carry myself as a good example. But yeah, just take care of yourselves, you know, change your ways. If you're still going back to that dope house, you're still going back to that liquor store, you're still going back to your homeboys or, you know, your ex-lover, your baby mama, or whoever it is, right, your wife, and you're having problems, it's probably best you go to church and talk to God. If not, go to the government, you know. And take care of yourselves because nobody else will besides God and Jesus. Amen.
Amen.
Now, ask someone to pass out the chips, sobriety chips, and then we're going to read the promises.
My name is Tyree.
Tyree.
I'm covering that. Clean day 2/12/26. Thank y'all brothers for sharing with us tonight.
Give the guys another round of applause.
Y'all gotta bear with me, this is my first time. It says AA chips is more than a token. It's a symbol of courage, change, and laughter in recovery. Each coin celebrates one more step away from alcohol and towards freedom. It says white chip is a desire chip. This chip won't keep you sober, but it may keep you from drinking. The only chip that comes with no clean time, just willingness. This is your ticket to keep coming back. Anybody want a white chip? There you go. Mr. George, Mr. George, what you gonna do with this chip? What's your name?
Hold on to the rest of my life and say cover.
All right, that's what's up.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
What you gonna do with that chip, Mr. Heck?
I'm gonna keep it in my pocket forever.
All right. Anybody else want a white chip? Okay, you got a 24-hour chip. One month. You got a 1 month chip. You're learning to trade hangovers for hope. 1 month sober is no small miracle. If you can stay sober 30 days, you can stay sober 31 days. Anybody got a 30 day? Somebody somewhere. You got a 60-day chip. Anybody done 2 months? Your liver is writing thank you notes. You got more time sober than some people spend at the gym. This chip says keep sitting in the front row. 60. Somebody somewhere. It's the 90-day chip. It says a whole season sober. You've changed more than the weather. 3 months is when the fog starts to lift. You're officially an AA regular now. Somebody somewhere. 6 months. You got a 6 month chip. Half a year sober. You're proof that the program works. If you can do it for 6 months, you can do it for another 6 months. Your family probably likes you again. 6 months.
I got 30 days. I missed it.
30? Come on. You come and get your 30.
Thank you, brother
What you
man.
gonna do? What's your name? What you gonna do with the chip, brother?
Chris, and what I'm gonna do with this chip, turn into a 60-day chip.
All right.
Thank you. There you go.
Okay, we had the 9 month chip. 9 months. Oh, 7? 7 months chip. Somebody somewhere. 8 months chip. Somebody somewhere. 9 month chip. Somebody somewhere. You got, it's not a 10. You got an 11 month chip. Somebody somewhere. Got multiple years.
Got a multi-year chip. Wally.
Come on, Mr. Wiley.
Nice.
Yeah, man, I take these chills, man, and I have this for the rest of my life, man. And it's a good feeling being in recovery, y'all. It's a good feeling being sober and everything. Now I'm on the right track. I'm glad that I met all y'all, man. I have love for y'all, and my heart goes out to y'all, man. That you stay strong, man, and be on the rise. You hear me? And just know that we all fell from the bottom. Now we rising to the top. And let's just stay at the top, y'all. Let's just stay at the top of being sober.
Anybody need a 10-minute chill? Anybody need 10 minutes?
Just 10, just 10.
Just 10, all right. Give yourself a high power round of applause, y'all.
Thank you, Tyree. Now I ask somebody to read promises.
Promises. If we are painstaking about this phase of our development, we will be amazed before we are halfway through. Right?
Hands up, hands up. Oh, sorry. Hands up. Meeting's not over with yet, please.
We are going to know a new freedom and a new happiness. We will not regret the past nor wish to shut down the new life. We will comprehend the word serenity and we will know peace. No matter how far down the scale we have gone, we will see how our experience can benefit others. That feeling of uselessness and self-pity will disappear. We will lose interest in selfish things and gain interest in our fellows. Self-seeking will slip away. Our whole attitude and outlook upon life will change. For a people, fear of people and of economic insecurity will leave us. We will intuitively know how to handle situations which used to baffle us. We will suddenly realize that God is doing for us what we cannot do for ourselves. Are these extravagant promises?
Yeah, you got
They are being fulfilled among us, sometimes quickly, sometimes slowly.
slowly.
They will always materialize if we work for them.
Work, work, work. Thank you,
All
sir.
right?
Yes, sir. Now, this meeting was designed to last an hour. We reached that hour. Now we're gonna close in the usual manner. Thank y'all for coming. Let's make a circle, y'all. All right. Who's father?
Who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen.
Okay. The how building, get the chairs and you.
Oh, someone's saying, sorry.
Yeah.
Somebody's saying.
Okay.
That's clean. Sorry, I dropped.